How to make maple syrup and bacon lollipops.
Let's see what's cooking. Let's get the facts. Let's see what's cooking. It's time for Yo-Yo Max 12.
Hello everyone. To start off, you're going to need some bacon. Cook the bacon until it's nice and crispy. Drain it and then pat it dry with some paper towels. For a batch of lollipops, you'll probably only need one slice of bacon because we're only using a tiny piece. The lollipops themselves are made with one ingredient, maple syrup. That's 1.5 cups of maple syrup in a large saucepan. Bring the maple syrup to a boil over a medium heat. Give it a swirl a couple times at the beginning, but once it starts to boil, you don't have to stir it anymore. Continue to boil it over medium heat for about 15 minutes or so until the temperature reaches 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Now the best way to measure this is with a candy thermometer, and you need to reach what's called the hard crack candy stage. This can be determined by using a glass of cold water. I'll put a link in the description box if you want to use that method instead of a candy thermometer. Continue to cook it. It'll foam up quite a bit. That's why we need the large saucepan. Keep an eye on it because towards the end, when you get to about 275 degree range, the temperature will shoot up quite suddenly to 300, so keep an eye on it. And also, if you start to smell burning sugar, turn your heat down to medium low because it does start to get a little bit brown towards the end at 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Once it reaches the correct temperature, immediately remove it from the heat. Now you don't have to take it out of the pot. I'm pouring mine into a glass container because it has a little spout that's going to make it easier to pour, but you can also use a spoon to remove it from the pot and put it into your candy molds. I let it sit for about 30 seconds just so that foaming action could go down because I don't want too many bubbles in the lollipops. And then you're going to pour it into some candy molds if you have them. These I bought online and they are specially designed for high temperature candy making. Do not use those clear plastic ones that are made for chocolate molding. So I put a little bit of the maple syrup, a piece of bacon, a lollipop stick, and then more maple syrup on top until the mold was full. And then you let it be. I did spray these molds with just a little bit of cooking spray prior to adding the maple syrup. If you don't have molds, you can do them free-form on a silicone mat or on a piece of greased aluminum foil on a cookie sheet. Same idea, I put a little bit of the maple syrup, a little piece of bacon, the lollipop stick, and then a little bit more maple syrup on top. As time goes by, your mixture will start to harden on you. If this happens and you can't pour it anymore, you can pop that glass container back in the microwave and heat it for about 10-15 seconds until the maple syrup starts to soften up and gets liquid again and is pourable once more. When you are done, let them sit at room temperature until they are nice and hard. It takes about 15-20 minutes or so. It happens pretty fast. Pop them out of the molds or take them off of the silicone mats and they are ready to eat. Now as far as all your pots and pans that have all that hard sugar on them, just put the whole pan into a sink of hot water or fill it with hot water, and within a couple of hours all of that sugar will just dissolve all by itself. It's quite easy to clean up. So I made some with bacon. You can see the bacon in the center of the lollipop when you hold it up to the light. And I made some without, like the one over on the right hand side on your screen. These lollipops taste very intensely of maple syrup, and it also has a little bit of a caramelized sugar flavor to them. They are really, really good and very addictive. And of course, when you get to the center, there's a little piece of bacon. Please see the About section below for some storage instructions. Thanks for watching. What kind of candy do you think I should try next? If you have a suggestion, please leave it in the comments. I've also put all my candy making videos together in a playlist. If you want to see those videos, go ahead and click right on your screen or see the link in the About section below.